NYANPASU, Yata here, back with another anime review. As you all know, my kind of, if you watch my videos, you know what style of reviews I do. I blabber about anime I love and different subjects. So, today, I have a special one actually. Today I'll be reviewing, again sorry for my Japanese, but my Japanese is absolutely magnifique, perfect. Today I'll be reviewing Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou. If I butchered it, yeah, because my Japanese is perfect. I think in English it's Girl's Last Tour. I think so. So, Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou, this baby here. So, scusi. Mi scusi. So, yeah, episodes. 12 episodes only, sadly. And seasons, only one season. This season. Sadly as well. So, let's get into it, shall we? Number one, genre. Well, that's immediately a difficult one. The genres of this anime it's a post-apocalyptic, slice of life, mystery, adventure anime with some comedy and supernatural things involved. But mostly it's a post-apocalyptic, slice of life, mystery, adventure anime. That's the main genres of the show. There we go. Number two, characters and development. Well, these two girls here, Yuri and Shito. Shito and Yuri. Again, sorry for my butchering of the Japanese language. But yeah, look, the story is literally just these two girls. Well, basically, I'm not gonna spoil anything like I always never do. I never fucking spoil anything, or at least I try not to fucking spoil anything in my blabberings, but the anime is basically following these two girls. They're both very well done. And the development of these characters is, again, very well done. Yeah, I don't have anything more to say, I think. It's very well done. Nice characters. I love these two girls very much. Immediately fell in love with them from episode 1. So yeah, great characters. Even though it's really not a lot of characters, you'll see. If you see the anime or if you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Next up, number 3 is story. Well, difficult. The thing is, the story, it's one of those animes that doesn't really have a story, quote unquote. The story is, let's say, we just follow these two girls, Shito and Yuri, on their slice of life, everyday adventure in this post-apocalyptic landscape, in this post-apocalyptic world. That's the story. It's literally an adventure anime. They travel day by day, everyday shit in post-apocalyptic world setting. There's not really a big story here. It's not a Full Metal Alchemist. It's not a Hunter x Hunter story-wise. It's that's why it's difficult. But yeah, basically the story is you literally follow these girls, and every episode you know discover and uncover new things to this world, or either the girls or the landscape they're living in, etc. Not a lot to say again about the story. Number 4, length. Honestly, too short for me personally, because I love this anime and I love the genre. I love these kinds of anime very much. So to me 12 episodes is too short, way too short. Because again, I love these girls. These girls are so much fun to watch and to see develop, etc. It's very fun to see. So yeah, 12 episodes. It was sad when it ended, let's say. Number 5, world and setting. Well, like I said, it's a post-apocalyptic world and setting. So the setting isn't that beautiful or that wowy-ish, amazing fantasy shit. It's really just, yeah, a lot of emptiness, a lot of loneliness, a lot of broken buildings, a lot of destroyed everything, let's say. But I like it. Personal preference. I like it because it fits perfectly with the anime and the story it brings to the audience. There we go. Number 6, OST and overall sound. This is a very big one. The OST is amazing. It's one of the best OSTs I've heard in a long time of anime. And the overall sound is, I think, one of the best, one of the top 10 sound anime that I ever watched. And I really mean this in a literal way. This is a sound anime. While I was watching this show, if you've watched it already, you know what I'm talking about. This is a very sound heavy anime. Not music, sound. Bing, boom, boom. Sounds. This is a extremely heavy sound anime. I know it's difficult to explain and it's maybe strange to hear, but while I was watching the show, every episode, or at least every other episode, I had this feeling of wowie, because I always watch with my headsets on, so I get the full experience and I get everything directly and most clearly with no outside noises to disturb me, etc. By the way, that's how I recommend you watch any anime, of course, with headsets. Never with fucking TV sound or laptop sound or anything. Headsets or earplugs all the way. That's how you should enjoy anime. Like, no joke. This is... Else, I would say don't watch anime. Very simple. Watch it with headsets. Or if you have an amazing surround sound fucking system that can get every sound, etc., in the purest form in your ears without a lot of outside noises, etc., etc. Especially with this one. Because again, this is a very sound-driven anime. It's difficult to say, but it's a very sound-driven anime. But to get back to the point, the OST is brilliant. I would say look up on YouTube the full OST of this anime and listen to it. It's breathtakingly amazing. Amazing. And the sound is one of the best I ever heard. The sound in this anime is in my top 10 of best sound anime ever. Point. Number 7, art style and animation. Art style and animation is lovely. Nothing more to say. It's lovely. Good job. Number 8, personal impact. Actually, this anime really did leave a quite big of a personal impact on me personally, because I really love these kind of anime. I love these anime that just focus on a couple of characters on a day-to-day basis, just like Nononbyori or Nichijo or stuff like that, right? This is, and like Made in Abyss as well, like really focusing on your main characters. Fuck all of the side characters, just your main characters. Nononbyori really is a perfect example of that as well. Made in Abyss as well, it just focuses on your main characters the most of the time. So this one really had a personal impact, especially when it got further and further into the story, into the episodes. Yeah, it just got better and better and better. And when it ended, like I said, I was like, shit, it ended. But yeah, personal impact was quite big. Good stuff. Number 9, beginning and ending. Well, it's a different thing. The thing is, it starts immediately, like every other episode. But it starts off kind of slow-ish. Not trying to say or sound bad in any way, because it definitely is not a bad or any form of bad beginning, but it starts off kind of slow-ish, if you know what I mean, slow-ish. But then it progresses, and from the moment, because the thing is, before I watched the anime, I had no idea what I was getting into, and I ordered it because I impulse, and I know anime. I'm quite an anime collector, and I've been watching anime for my whole life, so I've watched a lot of animes in my life. The thing is, I order a lot of animes on impulse without knowing anything about it, or maybe saw something of it somewhere, no idea. But most of the time I order anime out of my pure instinct and schnizzle. The thing is, this anime, I wasn't expecting it to be what it was, let's say. So it started off on a slower-ish way for me personally. But that's okay. I really got into it from the moment I knew what I was getting into, kinda. I was immediately sold, let's say. But it started a little bit slower. And the ending is amazing. It's, in my opinion, personally, one of the best endings in recent history as well. It's not a action hardcore comedy or hardcore fantasy blah 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 spectacle shit. No, it's definitely not. So don't expect a wow ending or something. But the ending was so satisfying and so perfect for the show. It fitted absolutely perfect for the show. So yeah, the ending is perfect in my opinion. Next up, pace and flow of the show. Well, like I said, let's say it like this. It starts off like this, but then episode 1 and then episode 2 and 3, it really goes fast up. It goes up fast. From the moment you know what kind of show it is and what it wants the people to see and know and feel, etc., etc. Again, referring to the sounds and music in the anime, and the loneliness and desperation and post-apocalyptic shit, and other loneliness, and just two girls. It's a weird pace and flow of the show, you know what I mean? It's difficult to explain, honestly, but it's good. it's great. Nothing more to say, I guess. Number 11. Oh, this is a hard one. Number 11 is selling points. Phew. If you're into anime that has a very character-based, character-focused. If you're into anime that is very character-focused, is very slice of life-ish, mystery, adventure, loneliness, and post-apocalyptic shit, with a lot of questions that you might have, etc., etc., and still a lot of unanswered questions as well at the end, etc., etc. But still, if you're into those shows like Made in Abyss, Nomonbiori, well, not like Made in Abyss in that kind of brutal fucking drama way that Made in Abyss is and will be when we get season 2 or the movie. Yeah, Made in Abyss is absolutely brutal, but this is not a brutal anime. I mean, the thing is, if you want to watch a great slice of life, chill out, relax, and watch a great story of two girls traveling a wasteland, let's say, and doing the everyday life stuff with some mystery and some supernatural and some comedy elements packed into it, then this is for you. That's the selling point. Plus, again, if you love amazing music and sound, this is really for you. Number 12, twists or shocking events. Well, yes, there are some twists. Not spoiling anything, but there are some twists. There's maybe, well, I wouldn't call it a shocking event or something, but there are some twists to the show as the show progresses. Yeah, twists for sure. Shocking events maybe at the end. Yeah, maybe at the end with the ending. There is a shocking event, let's say, but still, I wouldn't really call it shocking event, like, again, example, Made in Abyss, episode 13 or episode 10 or whatever the fuck that episode was. I wouldn't, call it like that shocking, like, what the fuck? No, but yeah, there are some twists, of course. As the story progresses, you learn more about the world, the setting, what's left behind, etc., etc. And again, more about the girls, blah blah blah. Next point. Lasting impact of the characters. Yes, these two girls had a very major lasting impact on me. Yuri and Shito. Amazing stuff. They did have a lasting impact, and this is the thing, they're the only two main characters, so that's the only thing I can talk about. Yuri and Shito, yes. Amazing characters, and it did have a lasting impact on me, because they're adorable. They're just adorable. Number 14, opening and closing tracks. Good. They're good opening and closing tracks, not the best. The OST and overall sound is miles better than the opening and closing tracks are. They're good opening and closing tracks. They do their work, but not as fucking breathtaking as the OST and sound is. So, good stuff though. Was it a surprise hit? Yes. Simple. Was a big surprise hit, honestly. Number 16, need for more episodes. Yes, I would really love to see either, and this is very rarely that I would say this, either a movie, because I really am not a fan of anime movies, to be honest, especially not of anime shows, series. Not a big fan, honestly, really not a big fan. Only a couple movies are, you know, mandatory to watch, like let's say the Madoka Magica Rebellion movie, fucking Hunter x Hunter's last mission, I think it was, right? Yeah, last mission. Then of course the Nonnobiori Vacation, but I'm not a big fan of movies, especially not of shows. But I would either suggest a movie of this show, either of what comes before the anime starts or after, let's say, but I would rather see a second season after literally after the events of the final episode of season 1. That's what I would love to see more though. Yes. But still, a movie would be okay, in my opinion. Number 17, voice acting. Well, the voice acting is perfect. What can I say more? It's two girls, a couple of other things, but you'll see. The voice acting fits them, the voices fit them perfectly. Nothing more to say, I guess. So yeah, good job again, lol. Number 18, for who is this anime and is it open to everyone or anyone? Well, like I said, if you love a good sound, especially sound anime, if you love a good slice of life, post-apocalyptic, adventure, mystery, with some comedy, etc., etc., this is for you. If you're easily bored though, if you're really not that slice of life, not a big story or big fantasy or big booms or Detroit the Smash guy. If you really are a person who only loves anime like those, which I also do, by the way, Boku no Hero is in my top 10 anime of all time. So yes, I love those anime as well. I love so many different genres of anime, but if you're only a fan of those shonen big boom, big adventure, magical shit anime, then this is not for you. You're gonna have a bad time then. If you like a more relaxed adventure, relaxed setting, this is for you. Really. It's difficult to explain, really. It is a difficult anime to talk about, honestly, and to review. So, yeah. If you like shows like Nonnobiori, where not a lot of stuff happens, to be honest, then this is for you. Following two girls on their everyday life in this post-apocalyptic setting, trying to survive and get by day while having daydreams and fun along the way, hardship along the way, surprise, mystery, adventure. And it's a seinen, it's really not a shonen, it's a seinen. It's for older fucking people with a little bit of... So yeah. If you like that kind of stuff, watch it. And lastly, number 19, personal score on 10. This is a 8 out of 10. Very simple. Very, very simple. 8 out of 10. So, Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou, or however it's pronounced, however it's called in Japanese language, I think it's Girls Last Tour in English, gets a 8 out of 10. Out of 10, baby. it's a very high score, to be honest. For me, it's a very high score, and it deserves it. The thing is, just gonna put it out there now, I'm working on a big video that I'm gonna make, a big live video that I'm gonna make, like I do live reviews all the time like this. I never script anything, and I don't edit and stuff, which probably is the reason why I have 0 subscribers. But this is the thing, I'm working on my top 50 anime of all time list. And I'm gonna make a big ass video, a big ass live recording video of that when I finish the list. When I completely compiled everything and am sure what my 50 favorite anime ever are. And yeah, so if you're curious about that, then I hope you will like it, the video when I make it. It's gonna be like the biggest project of anime that I ever did, because it's my 50 favorite anime, and it's very important to me, because to me anime is life. Anime for life, anime for president, for sure. Anime means everything to me. I literally have NYANPASU, Nononbyori tattooed on my arms, and much more anime tattoos. So yes, working on my top 50 anime is a big thing, and I hope you will enjoy or appreciate the list when I put it out and when I finish the list. It's not finished yet, so but I'm working on it. Anyway, to get back on point, lastly, again, Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou gets a 8 out of 10. And telling you already, it's gonna be in my top 50. Yes, it is in my top 50 of all time anime. So there we go. Hope you liked the review. Again, holy schnizzle, this is gonna be a long video. See you next time. Greetings from Belgium, and NYANPASU.